first of all, we need to understand that every facial structure is different. So there is a shape of the eyebrows that fits a facial structure. Your facial structure is different from mine, and so the shape of your eyebrows are different from the shape of my eyebrows. Not every eyebrow fits every facial structure. So first of all, you know your shape, the shape of your eyebrows, and what fits or what works for your facial structure. Then secondly, when you're picking out a product, you have to know, okay, this product, how does it affect my color? The hairbrows actually have its color. The hairbrow color is most of the times different from your normal hair color. Sometimes they are the same color or very close. But you must take cognizance of this fact that the hairs on your eyebrow are unique. So when you're picking up an eye pencil or a product, a brow gel or any brow pomade or anything that you want to use to color your eyebrow, you must know, does this color work for my face? Does it work for my color, or does it fit the hairs on my eyebrow? Even if you're picking out, if you want to tint your eyebrows, you have to know the color to use to tint your eyebrows. And then you have to know if you're going for an eyebrow service, which it could either be a tinting, tweezing, or threading, or waxing, or microblading. You know, these things, the people have sensitive skin. People's skins differs. And the eyebrow area is a very sensitive and delicate part of your face. You have to know that, will this work for me or not? For some people who have sensitive skin, they cannot bear the pain of some of these things on that eye area, because that place is actually, the skin on that area is thin. It's not like your hand or your foot, which is thick. So if you're tweezing or you're threading or you're waxing or you're microblading, you have to know that, okay, am I going to react to this? Is it going to go red, or is it going to itch me for days? Most times we advise that you do a little patch test. What is a patch test? You just, maybe if you're waxing, you could put a little place, a little area of the eyebrow to see that it works for you or you're not reacting to it before you can go on with the procedure. Yes, there could be contradictions or complications, I would say, from using certain products on generally on your face, and as well as the eyebrows. Now you need to understand that the eyes, like I've said earlier, is a very sensitive part of the face, and likewise the eyebrows, because the skin layer on that part of the face is very thin. There could be complications from the usage of harsh makeups that contain chemicals or harsh ingredients that are sensitive to your skin. Now, people need to understand their skin types generally before they apply things on their faces. Even in skincare, I tell people, you need to understand your skin type. Do you have a sensitive skin? Do you have a normal skin? Do you have an oily skin? Do you have a dry skin? Do you have a combination skin? These are skin types, and they have different sensitivities, which means they react differently to different things. So yes, there can be contradictions and complications from the usage of products, mainly because of your skin type. Sometimes it might not be the product, but it might be your skin that is reacting to the product. So that is why you need to know your skin type and know if the product you are using is compatible with your skin type. Because if you use something that is meant for a dry skin, or something that a normal skin would use and would not react, but you have a sensitive skin, if you use it, you will definitely react. Even with face creams or other things. That's why you see some people buy product and they say, oh, it's good for my skin. And then another person uses it. The person is complaining, I'm having rashes, I'm having this. It's because that person's skin type doesn't need that kind of product for their skin type. So yes, you could have complications from this. And then of course, from procedures or services that I earlier mentioned, things that could cause complications when you're exposed to these things I had mentioned, maybe alcohol, because alcohol makes skin vulnerable to a lot of things. Yes, that is the truth. So people don't know what alcohol does to the body, but it actually does a lot of damage. And then procedures that you want to undergo. If you want to undergo procedures, does my skin need this kind of procedure? Can I cope? And then if you know you're okay, you need to stay away from alcohol. You need to stay away from certain things that you usually use on your skin that could make your skin a bit sensitive at that period that you want to go through that procedure. Another thing, if you're going for microblading, pregnant women shouldn't go for microblading. Bleeding while you're pregnant, you have to put to bed first, even while you are breastfeeding. So you have to finish breastfeeding, and then you can do some of these procedures. These are things that we should know. So when you're going for these services or picking out a product, a hair, a pencil, or anything, you should know some of these things and know that, okay, this works for me. I can't do this time. Please, when you're going for these services, make sure that you tell the esthetician, you tell the person who is carrying out these services on you about your lifestyle. Most of the times we are advised when somebody comes, we ask these questions. Have you been doing this? Have you been exposed to this? Because we know that people can react, and when they react, it comes back to you that, oh, it is you who carried out these services, and some people could really react badly. So yeah, make sure you tell the person who is carrying out the services that, okay, this is how I hope I'm not going to react to this. So you just ask questions broadly so you be on the safe side. Yeah, another thing, when looking out for eyebrow product or maintenance, people pluck their eyebrows. It is really not good to just pluck your eyebrows randomly. You are tweezing, you make sure that it's in the right shape, and then you twist the excess hairs out of it. It should be in a proper shape that fits your facial structure. It shouldn't be too thin or too bold. You know, when you see some people having done makeup, you wonder what the makeup artist drew on their face. It's either too big or too thin. You know, it has to be balanced. When you're picking a product, you have to know the color that fits your face, the product brand, if it's good for your skin, what they used to make it. You look out for these things. Yes, it tells on you also personally to also know the shape of the eyebrows that fits you, because if you do not know the shape of the eyebrows that fits you as a person, anybody can put anything on your face and you go with it. So if you know the shape that fits your face, when they draw it or when they've done something on your face, you know, no, this doesn't go well with my face. They have to do it again. Do you understand? So personally, you have to know some of these things so that when somebody else is doing something for you, you know if it works or it doesn't work for you. Yes, so we can have contradictions from and complications from products or services that have been rendered to the eyebrow.
This has been an amazing section. Believe me, I've learned a lot, and I believe our listeners have too. Thank you so much, Vera Nicolas, for your time, for your support, the CEO and founder of Vera Nicolas Beauty brand. Please, let's do everything we can to keep our eyes safe. That is the focus of Eye Care Beyond the Eye Clinic, to keep our eyes safe. Those things you can do at home, and she has said a lot. Know them, put them to practice, and I'm sure that we'll have the best results. Join me next week for another educating and enlightening series on Eye Care Beyond the Eye Clinic.